ratio. Yeah, my intention for the call is like discuss like the progress of the audit, and then actually would like to onboard Bear100. He's going to take care of all the recordings I was doing until now. I mean, I don't think it needs to be a topic, but yeah, maybe. He's going to take like care of all the recordings I was doing until now, so it's going to be awesome. Yeah, he's joining the transparency team, especially like taking care of the recording. He said like also if he find his space to contribute in the audit, I mean that'd be also awesome. And actually, like the biggest thing I think we need on the audit would be like someone who is experienced writing legal documents. But I mean, that doesn't have to be legal, but you know, formal documents at least. But I mean, but before having that, like we need to, you know, even type it everything in an informal way, so we can make it formal. So I think this can wait. And I think like also UI have very nice writing skills. So when it's done, like we can also have like a super hack sesh to finalize all the details on the writing part. If you think that's good.
Okay. Are you asking for my opinion?
Yeah.
I think for my idea about the process of the audit is first gather all the data, and then once we have the data, then we can start writing the report. So in my part, for example, in my on my part of the audit and the processes, I try to gather all the information sources first and see what's in there, because I think the goal of this audit is to check on how transparent the TEC is and not just present all the information. I don't feel like we need to that the audit should be loaded with a lot of information, especially if those information are already documented in Gitbook or in the forum, you know. But it's just like just a one-stop compilation of everything that we have, and just check that that this information are accessible to the community. I think that's the what the audit is for. We don't need to. I don't feel like we will be writing so much. Like we will do a lot of heavy writing on this report, but just like maybe giving a brief description of each section and what they are about, and then make sure that we have the links. We can direct them to the right source of information. Just to, you know, like when I work on my part of the audit, the first thing I ask myself is like, is this information available to the community? You know, and then I try to look for that information, because if it is available to the community, then that means that we are being transparent, right? But I don't plan to write all the details about the processes that we have. So I made an example there for the advice process. So I plan to keep it like this short, you know. So that's how I plan to do my plan.
Yeah.
So that's my my opinion on how to approach this audit.
So you're not going to talk about all the processes we have. So we have processes.
Yeah, these are the processes, but I still have to check if there are still other processes that we have to add it here. But this is the initial list of the current processes that we have. But I don't plan to put all the details about each process, you know?
Yeah. I was envisioning it also probably a little different. Like, you know, my idea was like, okay, what are the processes we have in the TEC? Advice process is one of them. So what's our advice process? Yeah, just a short description as you just said, and then having like active processes, and then processes that stop being used in that period. So if in those 3 months we decide, oh, we're not going to use advanced process anymore because instead we are going to use this other method. So in the audit where this decision was included, you said, okay, advice process is not relevant anymore. We are going to use this one.
Okay. So maybe I will ask in every process, maybe I will ask a statement at the end if this process is still being actively used. You know? Yeah, I think in every description, in every process, I will write, probably the last statement will be like, it will be like a templated description, like what the process is about, and where can I get more, can the community get more information about this process. And then the last part will be, I will add something like, is this process still active or inactive? And if it's inactive, when did we stop using it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just write something like this, but this is just a draft.
I actually, like the last week I did nothing for the audit, and I planning like this week be like focusing on the audit. Like if I can do like 3 hours a day, I'll, like my minimum hours a day, like I want to spend on the audit is like 3. Like I really want to accomplish, like advance my part, especially because I need to speak with a lot of people. The working groups leads to get information. But I know like where to gather all the data. I also been doing. I had a chat. I mean, it's not regarding the audit, but it will help us in the future so much. I've been a chat with the work. Like they were doing those demos for the project, like with the new implementations and how it could improve. And then they were trying to integrate the GitHub into the T-work, so it's more transparent, to share information there. And last week I was also focusing a lot in Gravity, like getting this multi-sig in multiple chains and stuff, which is not relevant for that. But like definitely, like this week is like my goal is like by next week of the call, like having something like presentable, since we only have like probably, this month of April to present the audit. I feel like it's going to be late April when we're going to, but it definitely like if the next week I have like something like it's almost ready to get review, and then we can then use the month to, instead of gathering data and working on other stuff, like make more like what's going to be presented to the community, and share it so we can discuss all together. And then in the next transparency call, which I feel like we would need more time actually, right? Like if we want to go through all the points, probably we can also do it async in the master file doc. I don't know. What's your opinion, guys?
Yeah, I think especially maybe it can work if we work async, and then in the next transparency call we can go through each section, just to see how each section is progressing, and if there is any clarification from any of us, we can like what we're doing now. For me, like this is a good time to get your feedback, like how I have something else in my mind how I want to approach it, but now that you mentioned that it would be nice to also add information like if the process is active or not active anymore. So I think the weekly syncs can be a good time to see if there's anything we missed in each section of the audit. once we're making progress. How about you, Auntie? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's good. We can do most of the work async and then just polish the details on the syncs.
By the way, was it you, Auntie, who made this structure?
Yep.
It's really it's very organized and it looks so professional now. It's very I mean it's cleaner. So yeah, praise to you for doing this.
Thanks. I wonder if we can get in so if we are going to take more time, like how much time are we going to take? Uh, my understanding was like the initial dates were like finishing the audit on the first week of April and then presenting on another date that was not disclosed yet. If we're going to take more time, is it going to be 1, 2, or 3 more weeks?
Zeph?
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, in my mind, like if it's success, look like presenting the audit before reaching May. The other thing is like April is half Amsterdam, and I'm also have my drive lessons exam. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely, the if we reach April as a like we present this audit to the community, that would like look like success to me, even if it's like April 29. So I mean, for me, like I plan to this week work all in the audit to get something ready on my parts, like get them like almost done. So next week we can start discussing for all the parts. And also, like I will need to talk with so many people, so I'm still aiming for getting it done this week, but it could be possible. Like it's not because yeah, as I said before, I need to speak with so much people. Hey Bear, how's it going, man? Like, would you like to introduce yourself? I was already told to the team like you were going to getting off care of the recordings, but if you like to introduce yourself to the rest.
Hi, Sub. Thank you. Sorry, guys, I was a little bit late. I had to do something. But yeah, I'm Bear. I'm new here. I was talking to Seb, telling him that I was trying to find ways to contribute into the community. And I saw this, like the recording task, so I thought this would be a good place to start. So yeah, just trying to learn more, getting involved more. And yeah, he invited me also to be here in the transparency work group, and yeah, it's good to be here, guys.
Great. Yeah, we were just.
Thank you.
We were just discussing like this audit report, and we were just like talking about the deadlines. So we were just saying like, yeah, we're aiming to present it on April 28th, and yeah, like I'll try today to get the like the structure of all the working groups. And actually, I was also thinking it's important to differentiate in the TC. What's the money that the TC is spending to operations, which it's kind of subjective, like because for me operations is like stewards, comunitas, probably transparency, and that's it. Like the rest is the public goods, right? Like I feel like gravity is a the public good, for example. Like it's not just operations for the TC, right? Hey, Chris Norton too. Like we're we're in the transparency working group. We're discussing a little bit about the audit. Like, would you like to introduce yourself and share intentions and distractions for the call?
Hey, how's
How's it going? Yeah, I'm just listening in, see what you guys are talking about.
Awesome, great. Yeah, feel free to interrupt at any moment. So yeah, like the intention is like get the, like also like have the data have I would love like having a lot of visuals for the data, like for example, like okay, see how much money like the TC is spending on operation, how much money the TC is using to advance the public goods, and also talk about our burning rate. Like from like just for being involved in the community, like I feel like the TC is burning a lot of money pretty quick. So also, like okay, say what's the burning rate? How the community at this burning rate, how long the funds would stay, like, or talk also about the revenue, like all the data we have gathered in the analytics dashboard, make it presentable so all the community is aware and make it simple. And I also agree with you. I feel like we should have less not data, but less like typing and more visual, so that it's pretty like people would understand it like pretty easy, just watching to the charts and everything. Like make it simple so everyone, like even if it's an audit, like make it people to enjoy it, because otherwise like people will choose, oh yeah, these numbers, wow, nice. But yeah, even if the numbers are correct, like and if people pays attention, they can make decisions with that. But yeah, also at the same time, make it simple so everyone can make the best decisions. And I think like this audit would be like also like I envision it like being very useful for the stewards to also get decisions done in the near future. So yeah, that's the big I'm having for this audit. I don't know if there's anything anyone wants to share. Oh, actually, Enti, I want to also make like I thought like you didn't add your hours in the document, and we are doing the payments pretty soon. So yeah, I mean, feel what the drill. So if you can just update this when you have time, that'd be great. So. Yeah. Now since we're talking also about this, like Ivy, should we schedule a call for doing the payments?
Sure. I just want to go back, Zep, on the presentation of data, the visual presentation. I just want to ask what's Acid Laser's status, because I know that we plan to involve him in this audit. Like, can he create? Because I feel like looking at the data that NT has, I feel like it's gonna be easy to present this data in like a pie chart, but I know pie chart is it can look boring, but I don't know if Acid Laser has the skills or if he's interested in turning this this data into a nice visual graphic or a visual representation, or like an infographic.
Yeah, I mean, infographics would be great, actually.
But did he say something about if he can do it, or if he's
has the skill for sure?
It? I mean, if he's interested to do it.
I think he's interested.
Okay.
But he was on a vacation because he was so busy, and
okay.
he needed a vacation.
Okay.
So yeah, when I told him like when you're back and feeling like full energy, just DM me, and then we can also. But I think like this can also wait a little bit, like because.
I know that this numbers are already outdated, because this information were taken on February, but I feel like we can already try how we want to present it in the graphic, and then we can just change the values later on.
Yeah.
Like at least the graphic artist can already conceptualize on how he can present the information in a graphic, and we can see you can already try to give our feedback, and then once we have seen what will be like, how it will look like, we can just easily change the value later on.
Yeah, I mean, how I was envisioning it is like when Acid Laser actually do is I hang out and be with him, and then we also bring it to the call, so we can also get more feedback. But in the moment he's also creating it, I think it'd be nice like if I can just be with him and I provide my feedback actually there in the call while he's even creating it.
Okay. Yeah, but
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, NC.
I was just going to say that I think there's also Efra. Efra has been backing up Acid Laser in his break. So if by any chance we have to get something ready and Acid Laser hasn't come back, I guess he could probably jump in as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, awesome. I've been chatting with Hefra actually this Sunday because he was trying to get onboarded on the quantifiers. So I was just giving him some guidance. But yeah, it's nice to know like he's a designer, so he can support us there. So
do you know when Acid Laser will be back?
I feel like this week, next week maximum.
Because next week is gonna be April already. I'm thinking maybe we can already have the first draft of the report, just like we can already, even the graphics, we can probably have the first draft of the graphics. So yeah, I don't know if someone can work on that this week, even just like just give it a try. Like for example, the top 30 holders, including TC Multisix, like just to give it a try.
I mean, we have it in the dashboard. Like,
yeah, I see it in the dashboard, but you mean the Dune Analytics, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if we want to make this audit to look more interesting, we can already start creating options on how we want to do the visual representation of this data, not just the plain bar chart.
Yeah, definitely. But I think actually like with ratio and Acid Laser, like it should be covered. And I don't want to start finding new people and then, when we already have the people who is committed to do it. But, if we talk with them and they cannot do it, then of course, like we find for someone else. But if they already volunteer to work on that, I think we should, trust that like they are going to deliver, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't mean to find someone else, but at least maybe ask them, inform them about our timeline, just so they are aware, because they're not in the meeting, but at least we can inform them that we are planning to have at least the first draft of the audit by next week. So if they can, just try to start. I mean, we don't have to create all the graphics this week, but at least give it a try on just the one part of the one section of the data, and give it a try how to present this information visually. Maybe just to give it a try and see how we can see how it's gonna look like.
I mean, the problem I'm having with having it ready by this week, at least for my part, is like first I need to do my part. Then when I have my part done, it's like, okay, let's give it a visual. right?
Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking about this section 6.1 because NT already has the
yeah,
data, right? But it's all in table. But maybe if the graphic artist maybe as a laser, or I know Ratio also volunteered. Maybe he can try just one table here, not all of this. Just
yeah,
so we have an idea how it's gonna look like, and if it's yeah, how if it's difficult to create, so we can plan the timeline as well.
yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I'll DM us later and see what we can do. But yeah, but definitely for the next week, I think like all of us should get like their part like done somehow, and then just polishing it and presenting. But by next week, like I think like all the parts should get almost done, complete. Like just getting like make it. And then also we need to discuss like but I think that's a decision for the designer. How are we going to present it and everything? This is more like designer work. And I'm going to have a call with us. Like I really plan to have a call with us later and help with together. I don't know, 2-3 hours, whatever we need, and get that done. Yeah, I mean I don't know. And I put. Is there anything else like someone wants to discuss? And if not, I think we can use this half an hour to start working. Actually. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Let's sing on the next call on Monday, and try to so we can present it.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Zep. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you,
See you
everyone.
around. Bye bye.
Bye.